Hello, and welcome to Rethinking Our History, where we seek to shed a light on events that have been forgotten and covered up, and to make us all question how much do we really know about our history? I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ian, and we are here to reveal all the sordid details of history that have been swept under the rug. Get ready to get angry, be curious, and maybe have a laugh or two as we rethink our history.
Hello, friends.
Hey guys,
Thanks for joining us for another lesson, number 62.
sorry about the episode that's all
Echoey.
echoey.
You sure your dingle hopper clicked in this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hear any echo, so
That's true. I was not paying attention to that shit last week. What the fuck? All right. So this week we're gonna take a look at Empire. Well, this week and next week, and who knows, maybe the fucking week after that, because this motherfucker lasted 600 years.
wow.
A lot of shit. Uh, this is an empire I've heard about my whole life, but when I think about it, I don't actually know any damn thing. Nothing. And so we're gonna be looking at the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, I don't think I know anything about it either.
And we've talked about this a few times on a couple of different shows. The Ottoman Empire was one of the longest running empires in history and one of the largest. For 6th century, this empire ruled large portions of Southeast Europe, West Asia, and North Africa, with the seat of power being modern day Turkey. And this, it's already popped into my fucking head, y'all. This is like some autism ADHD shit right here.
Wait, that they wouldn't part the stuff out straight vermouth, huh?
Maybe. I'm not sure. You have to look at a map.
It's like the southern part of it before it goes to. Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now.
What does the Strait of Vermouth go into?
Let me zoom in on one of these pictures. Let's see.
Because
the Persian Gulf.
yeah. They were definitely all up in that area.
Yeah, they were. Well, they were in the south area of the Persian Gulf.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, so distractible. Wow. The whole time I'm doing the research for this, I have that song. It's not Istanbul, it's Constantinople now.
Yeah.
Stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Because the Ottoman Empire is the reason why it's Istanbul, not Constantinople now.
Man, they were everywhere.
Every fucking where.
I mean, they had land everywhere.
600 years, just
before you start, sorry if my voice nose is all sick sounding because I am sick. So
yeah, he went out and cut the grass yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, he did. This one strip of land we have right beside the driveway, pine cones and pine needles, because it's just pine trees right there.
Yeah.
What is it, like 4 pine trees right there?
Yeah, 4 big pine trees.
And they're old, and they just drop shit all the time.
Yep.
Plus, we got the squirrels and the birds constantly eating shit. So, even though he wears a mask, there's lots of dust, and it gets all up in your nose. So
every time I do it, I get like a sinus infection or something.
Yeah, he gets real snotty. You should be careful with that, considering our friend, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It all began in it ends in the 19s. It begins in 1299 when Turkoman tribal leader Osman the First founded a principality in northwestern Anatolia. Y'all, if I say words slow, it's because there's a lot of words that I'm not used to saying.
Looks like they own all of the Black Sea.
Oh, they owned a lot of seas. A
Well,
lot of
yeah, I
seas.
mean, there's like
As much as the human race can own the
let's see,
ocean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can
At
I
least
can I
5.
can I get to it though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anatolia had been divided as the Seljuk Empire of Rum. The Empire of Rum
All right.
began to fall. It is in the region of Bithynia that we find Osman leading a group of Turks and Byzantine rebels many who have converted to Islam. Why? What is with my speech today?
Oh no, these dudes look pretty cool though.
They were pretty
They got
badass.
some turbans.
The turbans. I love a good turban. I tell you what. Okay, this is going to be a distracted episode today. If that's not your flavor, I'm sorry. Go back to listen to the echo. That makes me think of when I was working at the truck stop. I had a truck driver come in one night and he had a turban. Beautiful. And I love to like watch videos of people doing their turbans because I'm like, I'll never be able to do that.
Right.
He was the one that left hair, like
Everywhere.
3-foot long hair, all over the bathroom. Sir, why is it that far up on the wall?
It was a sink.
Why is it up there? In the sinks, on the toilet, on the walls, on the mirror.
No, I'm saying he was a sink.
Yeah, he was a
Probably.
Sikh.
Yeah, a
They're
sink.
called Sikhs. Yeah. But I was like, God dang. And I'm also like, but I want to see how beautiful your hair is.
Yeah.
Because
Their hair is sacred.
like we need the Sikh secrets to hair care because their shit is on point, bro.
Right.
Anyways, Osman began his conquering, which is probably like Osman, but I'm gonna call him Osman, and I think of Donny Osman. Woo. Began his conquering with Byzantine villages and towns along the Sakarya River in 1302. Osman won a major battle at the Battle of Batfus. There is not too much known about the tactics of the early Ottomans, as there are now not many sources that have survived time. We do know that they kept up their conquest, and within the next century, they had laid claim to much of Anatolia and the Balkans, which I believe is Bosnia. Why do I keep wanting to say Bulgaria? Woman's gonna fight me one of these days.
She is.
From the Byzantine Ottoman Wars in the late 13th century, we move into the Bulgarian and Siberian Ottoman Wars in the 14th century. This would become a family affair as Osman's son Orhan did his own fair share of conquering. Bursa in 1326, Thessaloniki in 1387, and Kosovo in 1389. This final battle would give the Ottomans access to Europe, which, yep, Kosovo, I'm pretty sure, is in Bosnia. Yeah, because I think we talked about that during the Bosnian War episodes.
Yeah.
Their next major objective would be conquering the city of Constantinople. They had laid claim to much of the land surrounding the city, but it had a defensible position on the Bosphorus Strait that made it a difficult target. In 1402, the Byzantines got a brief reprieve when the Turco-Mongol leader Timur invaded Ottoman Anatolia from the east. So now we got Mongols, which
Mongolians
feels really fucking. That almost feels like a slur.
Mongolians.
Mongol.
Oh yeah.
Like that. That almost feels like a slur. It's not. It's who they are, and that's fine. But wow. Right. The invaded from the east. This shifted their focus to a new enemy, and they would see defeat at the Battle of Ankara. Sultan Bayezid I was taken prisoner, sending the empire into chaos. A civil war broke out between Bayezid's sons over who would succeed him and lasted from 1402 until 1413. In the end, Mehmed I became the Sultan and brought respect back to the Ottoman Empire. And the land in the Balkans the Ottomans had lost during that period were recaptured by Murad II between the 1430s and 1450s. If you've listened to our Vlad episode, you may recognize some of these names. In November of 1944, Murad defeated Hungarian, Polish, and Wallachian forces
I
under the
remember that one.
yeah
Wallachian.
Wallachian under the command of Władysław III of Poland and John Hunyadi at the Battle of Varna. And John Hunyadi was always fighting against Vlad. Go figure. So now he's over here fighting against the Ottomans. Go figure. Which Vlad did use the Ottomans a lot, didn't he?
I think so.
He did. He was like, "Hey, I need some help." But actually, really though, no. It's like, sir. Part of what the Ottoman conquest was part of what made the Ottoman conquest so successful was the Black Plague, which had ravaged the area during the mid 14th century on. Add to their habit of slave hunting, and the Byzantine Empire did not stand a chance. The Byzantine Empire came to an end on May 29th, 1435, when the son of Murad II conquered Constantinople. The Eastern Orthodox Church was allowed to stay as long as they accepted Ottoman authority. Much of the Orthodox population were more than willing to accept Ottoman control over that of the Venetians. Not the Venetians. I don't even know where the fuck they come from. France? You know, these are things I should Google
Yeah,
before I do the episode.
probably.
The empire expanded dramatically during 15th and 16th centuries. They had a long run of committed sultans, and with control of major trade routes across Eurasia, they flourished economically. Things in the south and east were expanded by Sultan Selim I during his reign between 1512 and 1520. Excuse me, folks. He would defeat Shah Ismail in Iran at the Battle of Chaldiran, then expanded his rule into Egypt by defeating the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt. With this new location, he was able to build a naval fleet in the Red Sea.
Nice.
After this conquest, a new player entered the mix for domination of the region, the Portuguese Empire. But a war with neighboring empires would not stop the Ottomans from their conquest. Suleiman the Magnificent. What a fucking name. Suleiman the Magnificent. I was like, God damn. Suleiman. Also, where do we know the name Suleiman from?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Solomon, maybe.
Maybe. Ruled from 1520 to 1566, captured Belgrade in 1521, conquered a portion of Hungary during the Ottoman-Hungarian Wars, then went on to expand even further into the country and other Central European territories after he won the Battle of Mohawks in 1526. He then set his sights on Vienna. And in 1529, he tried to capture the city but was defeated. He attempted this again in 1932 but was again defeated, this time by another empire that was attacking the same empire.
All right.
They say, no, you can't attack them. We attack them. Get the fuck out of here. What?
Don't budge in on my conquering.
Get off my lawn. I told Sydney yesterday, I said, I'm going to go home and yell at some kids to get off my lawn. Transylvania, Wallachia, and Moldavia.
You'll have to sit at the bottom of the driveway. Like, don't run through my road.
Slow down, you little shit. Would each become principalities of the empire. To the east, Baghdad was captured from the Persians by the Ottomans in 1535.
I do know that name.
Baghdad,
Baghdad.
don't we all?
Mm-hmm.
Opening Iraq to empirical rule, and once again giving the Ottomans naval strength, this time with access to the Persian Gulf. In 1555, the Caucasus was divided between the Safavids and the Ottomans. Safavids. Safavids? Safid. Sorry, guys. And would stay this way until the Russians took control of the area in the 19th century. The Ottomans would control western Armenia, western Kurdistan, and western Georgia, while the Persians retained control of southern Dagestan, eastern Armenia, eastern Georgia, eastern Georgia, not the state, the country, in Azerbaijani. And I only know how to say that one because for some reason I've been getting a lot of reels from people going, "Why you should visit Azerbaijan." And I'm like, I should visit Azerbaijan. That looks like a really nice country.
All right.
In 1539, the Ottomans attacked the Spanish garrison of Castel Nuevo on the Adriatic coast with an army of 60,000. While the Ottomans lost 8,000 soldiers in this attack, they did win a large portion of the Aegean Sea and the peninsula of Morea, which is not called that anymore, but I didn't look further to find out what it's called now. Sorry.
That's where we cast the one ring to rule them all.
No, sir, that's Mordor.
Moria.
No, it's Mordor. This is Morea, not Mordor. Due to their mutual opposition of Habsburg rule, the Ottoman Empire and France became allies. When France went to conquer Nice in 1543 and Corsica in 1553, it was done as a joint operation between French King Francis I and Suleiman, with the troops commanded by Ottoman admirals Hyridian Barbarossa and Drogot.
Barbosa.
Barbarossa. Barbarossa. Barbarossa
Aye,
sounds
Captain.
familiar too, though. I feel like he was another pirate.
Probably.
In return for their support, while the Ottomans went to conquer Esztergom in northern Hungary, France sent an artillery unit to support them. As the Ottomans pushed even further into Hungary, Habsburg ruler Ferdinand officially recognized Ottoman ascendancy in Hungary. And I did look up what that word means. Didn't understand it, so have fun.
I'm sure
Google's
there were.
free.
I'm sure there were a lot of ships in the sea back then. I bet it was amazing.
It's the 1500s. It's the only way to get across the ocean.
Yep.
And keep in mind, this is like
in the middle of 6 different oceans.
This only happened like 60 years after Columbus.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Right.
Okay, it's just chewy. Suleiman died in 1566 during a battle, though his death is said to have been from natural causes. Some believe that after this, the empire began to decline, but scholars have rejected this. The Ottomans had one of the best naval forces the world had seen, controlling much of the Mediterranean Sea. They had become involved in European politics in a huge way and were involved in multi-continental religious wars when the Iberian Union was in effect. The Ottomans were holders of the Caliph title, making them leaders of the Muslim world, or making them leaders of Muslims worldwide. The Iberians were Christians, and so the two forces fought across the globe. And isn't it funny? It hasn't stopped.
Right.
Hasn't fucking stopped.
Nope.
We're still fighting.
Yep.
Literally in a goddamn war right now.
Man, that place has been in a war for like thousands of years.
Because people can't leave each other the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's crazy. I'm looking at a picture of the Ottoman Empire languages,
Mm.
and they had Arabic, they had Ottoman Turkish, they had Persian, French, and English. Like, wow, we got just owning a little bit of everything.
And I bet you $1, 75% of their population today can still speak at least 2 languages, if not 3.
I'm sure.
Because our culture is the only one that seems to be proud of being monoculture.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't either.
They've even fought in the sea with Iberians attacking the empire and their allies as they sailed to India. They also went through newly converted areas to reach Muslim communities and convert them so they would have a base to attack other Muslims.
All right.
You know. The Iberian Union was a union between Portugal and Spain. Both countries had issues with the empire. The Spanish Ottoman War was fought mainly in the Mediterranean Sea with the Barbary corsairs or pirates capturing thousands of ships and raiding coastal European towns and enslaving her peoples.
Yep, the Corsairs.
The corsairs.
They were the pirate ships.
Yeah, he had a fucking lot of them.
Yeah.
As we go into the 1600s, the Christian Muslim conflict came to a standstill as both had similar populations, technology, and economies. Add to that inflation and the rising cost of warfare, the empire would weather a series of crises. The government would undergo a series of transformations during this time, which set them up to adapt to the new conditions and remain the powerhouse they were. As exploration of the quote unquote New World grew, trade routes that took Western European ships out of Ottoman controlled water opened up. In 1488, the Portuguese had quote unquote discovered Cape of Good Hope, leading to a series of Ottoman Persian wars in the Indian Ocean during the 1500s. Worst century to be alive ever. Although, the 2000 century is not looking great.
Right.
Maybe the 2021 century will be better.
Sure.
That'll technically be the 22nd century.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the 21st. 21st ain't been great.
Right.
Despite all
Fox.
of
I blame them.
I mean, hello. Despite all of these battles and wars, Ottoman trade continued to flourish. Cairo had the most benefit from the rise in popularity of their coffee. As coffee shops opened up across the empire, Cairo became a hub of trade, leading to much growth and prosperity over the next couple of centuries. And again, the Ottoman Empire comes into conflict with Russia as Ivan IV expanded his empire. In retaliation, the Ottomans sent the Crimean Khan into Russia and had them burn Moscow.
Oh, shit. All right.
Why I said that made me chuckle. Just had them burn Moscow. They would try again the next year, but were defeated at the Battle of Molody. The Ottomans and the Crimeans would continue to work together, raiding European towns and taking slaves. They really love slaves.
Yeah.
The Crimean cavalry would become the Ottomans' best weapon against Russia, Poland, Hungary, and Persia. The next target the Ottomans set their sight on was the Venetian Cyprus. On July 22nd, 1570, they attacked Nicosia, killing 50,000 Christians and enslaving 180,000 more.
Damn.
That's a lot of slaves, man.
Yep.
Next, on September 11th, 1570, long before planes were even a goddamn thing, they laid siege to Famagusta. It would take 11 months, 20,000 men, 145 cannons, and get this, 163,000 cannonballs before Famagusta would fall to the Ottomans in August of 1571.
Wow.
163,000 cannonballs.
It's a lot of cannonballs.
My first question is, who's doing the counting?
Right.
Like, how they know?
Whoever had to pay for them, I guess.
Probably whoever had to make the motherfucking thing.
Yep.
Well, I made 200,000 and I only got about 40,000 back. They would lose 50,000 men during the siege, while at the same time they were being defeated by Spanish and Venetian forces in the Battle of Lipan- Lip- Lepanto off the coast of southwest Greece. 30,000 were killed and 200 of their ships were destroyed.
Hmm.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to leave you this week.
Nice.
We're less than halfway through the expansion of this empire, which we will get back to next week. We will also take a look at how the empire actually ran with a look into their government and culture. So, Bill, what do you think so far about the Ottoman?
I like their art. They
Yeah.
got a lot of cool art. It's very colorful.
Mhm.
I like their palaces. Holy crap, the
Their
palaces!
architecture.
Like, wow.
Like, it was a beautiful, stunning culture.
Yeah.
It was also real brutal.
Yeah. Do I like the fact that they have a bunch of slaves? No.
No, that's not
Those
that's
are
not
not cool.
great. Or it's not great.
Kind of reminds me of the British almost. The
Yeah.
way they look,
Yeah.
they have a very distinct look.
Yeah. Yeah. And these guys were
I like their hats.
more
I'm a
Turkish.
hat guy.
You are a hat guy. They did have some dope headpieces back then.
Yeah.
Kinda feel like everybody had dope headpieces back then,
Yeah.
but that's just me. But, yeah, so we'll get more into them taking more land next week, and we'll try and find out some more about their government and what kind of stuff they liked.
Right.
And we hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. We hope you guys have a good week, and we will see you guys later.
Be kind to each other.
Love you. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.